Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the previous video, I have shown you how to launch a new browser and a new website using Selenium webdriver and how to retrieve and print the title of the website. So in this video, I am going to the next step, that is how to log in to a web page using valid credentials. Okay, so first of all, let's go to the test case. So these are the lines of code which we have seen in the previous video to launch the browser and open the website and printing the title. Okay, now you can see in this website, now what we have to do is we have to enter the username and the password, and then we have to click on the login button. So this is a demo website which I'm using for my test case, and you can see here they have given some accepted usernames listed below and the password. Okay, so for logging in using the valid credentials, what do we have to do is we have to first locate this particular web element in Selenium. All the elements present on a particular web page are called web elements. Okay, so we have to locate these elements, and then we have to enter the values of the username and password, and then we have to locate this login button, and then we have to click on this. So these are the steps involved in this test case. So for locating the web element, there are various ways. You must have heard about the ID for the particular web element. Let me show you. If you do a right click and click on inspect button, open the developer tool. This is called the developer tool. And if you click on this cursor and you will bring the cursor here, you can see all the attributes of this particular element are highlighted here. You can see the ID is username, class is input error. So ID and class are also one of the locators, and there are some other locators like CSS selectors and link text, partial link text. So the very basic locators for any web element is the ID and the class. But in many cases, what happens is these values of the ID and this class may be or may not be dynamic. It can change every time you change something in your application or refresh the page. So the most accurate locator that we use is what do we call is xpath. Okay, so basically xpath stands for XML query language. Okay, so this xpath is very helpful in order to identify and locate almost any element present on the web page. It is quite helpful while working on dynamic web page, okay, where the web elements unique attributes are not constant. So the unique attributes like ID and class, they are not constant, they keep changing. So there we use xpath. So basically the syntax of the xpath is this double slash and tag name, and under these brackets you have to write @attribute name equals to the value of the attribute. What does it mean? By the way, this is the syntax for writing the relative xpath. There are two types of xpath: absolute xpath and relative xpath. For the absolute xpath, we use single slash. We start writing the xpath from single slash, and we start writing the xpath from the root node. Here, when you are seeing this particular, web element, if you are writing the absolute xpath, you will be writing from the root node. Okay, means you will be starting from HTML node, and then you will cover all the branches, and then you come up to this username. Okay, and I am not going into the very detail of absolute and relative xpath here, but that will be covered in a separate video, that what is the difference between the two and how the relative xpath is more useful. If we are using the relative xpath, then it starts from that very node for which we are using writing the xpath. Okay, it starts from double slash. It selects any element in the DOM that matches the selection. What is DOM here? Basically this whole structure is DOM. It is called document object model. It is basically the representation of elements and data within a web document. Okay, so its complete whole structure is DOM. Okay, so we are going to write the relative xpath here. So I will tell you how to write it. So I have already shown you the syntax. So for the suppose we want to write the xpath for our field, which is username. Okay, so we are going to write the locator. For writing the locators, we use web element interface. So let's say web element uname equals to, for locating the username, driver dot find the element dot by dot xpath, and in this we have to write the xpath in under the double quotes. So this is how we locate find the web elements in Selenium. This is the interface, and these are find element is the class used to find the web element. Sorry, find element is the method and by is the class, and in this under this by class we have several methods corresponding to each locator. So here we could have used by.id, by.class name, but we are using the xpath locator, so we are using by.xpath. So inside this we have to write the xpath. So let's go here. You can see we have these details about this element, id, class, etc. Here the tag name is input, so let's follow this syntax, double slash tag name, and under these square brackets @attribute name equals to value of the attribute. So from this structure, input is the tag name, and here the attribute is id and its value is username. So I'm going to write the same over here. So first of all, double slash, and then input is the tag name, and then square bracket open, square bracket close, and then we have to use @ and then the attribute, and then its value. Its value is here user slash name. Okay, so this is the xpath. This is the xpath for the username, and this is the locator. Complete line is for the username locator. Similarly, we are going to create another locator for password. Okay, and then driver dot find element by dot xpath, and inside this we'll be writing our xpath of the password field. So let's check it out. So if you bring the cursor here, and you will see password. So for the password as well, you can see the tag name is input and id is equals to password. So let's follow the same syntax here as well. So I'm copying it from here and I'm pasting it here, and here I need to change the id only. Okay, so I'm putting password here. Okay, so now these two web elements are located. Now we have to enter the values inside these elements. Okay, so for entering the text into the fields, we use method known as send keys. So these are the locators, these are the web elements for this username and password, and inside these web elements only that we have located, we have to enter the value. So what do we do is uname dot send keys. Okay, and now I'm copying the username from here on this demo website, and you have to write like this. Let me paste it. Standard user. Okay, similarly you want to enter the password as well. pwd dot send keys, the password. Right now I am hard coding the username and password because this is a very basic test case and we are just starting. I'll show you later on how do we take it as a variable. Okay, so the password is, let me copy it, it's secret sauce. Okay, now I am going to paste it over here. Okay. Now I want to click on the login button on this page. Okay. So let's locate the login button first. Web element login button equals to driver dot find element by dot xpath. Okay, there is another way that I want to show you for writing the xpath very quickly, that is using the extension Selectorshub. So what do you have to do is you simply go to your Firefox browser, you enter Selectorshub for Firefox. Okay, because I'm using Firefox, you can add for your respective browser, and then you can click on it, and then you can click on add to Firefox. So this is a very good extension that helps you to quickly write your XPath and verify your XPath. So starting, you can use this. It saves a lots of time. Okay. Now, if you right click on this page and you click on inspect, okay, and when you so you can select from here Selectorshub. So now when you bring the cursor of any web element, suppose here is a login button, you can simply see all the locators here. Okay, so we have inside the Selectorshub window relative XPath, which is input ID equals to login button. Okay, same way we had written the XPath for username and password. So I'm going to copy it from here on clicking this button, and now I'm going to paste it here. Okay, now so I have to click on this login button now. So there is a click method for that. Login button that we have created dot click. Okay, so now what is going to happen? First of all, when I run this test case, the browser, this particular website will be open, and it will enter the username and password, and then it will click on the login button, and then it will close the browser. So let's test it out. I'm clicking on run button. Okay. Okay, so the browser has been launched. The website has been opened. Okay, so you can see it has successfully logged into the website. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I will show you how after login we will be verifying the logout button, and then we will see some further scenarios for writing the Selenium test scripts using different functionalities. So guys, please like, share, comment and subscribe on this video. Please give me your feedbacks, your suggestions, and any questions you want to ask. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.